We're going to tune into Draymond Green speaking on how much the NBA pays and saying it's not enough money for NBA players to sustain their wealth after retirement. Now, this is a big thing going on the internet right now. And obviously most people who's in that average income range, they just can't make sense of it. Honestly, including myself. But this is a great lesson on, there's a quote and I'm going to put it up here. It basically says money management is more important than income. Now I'll put it up here for the exact wording, but that's the gist of it. It just goes to show you can be as rich as you want, but if you're not managing your money and living below your means and being smart with your money and investing it and understanding it, all that good stuff, it's like the poor person who wins the lottery. It will eventually go away. You will eventually blow it. So let's hear what Draymond Green has to say.
This job ain't never been set up for us to be wealthy after we're done playing. I actually think it's ridiculous. When you look at us as basketball players, the amount of money we get fined for the things that we do, that don't happen in corporate America. It never happens in corporate America. You get fined $50,000 because you say something somebody don't like. 50 grand? That's real money.
Now I seen somebody, we're going to look at some comments at the end, but I seen somebody who reposted this. They said, and now if I say something, I could lose my job, which is true. You're saying if I say something somebody doesn't like, I get fined. That doesn't happen in corporate. What's worse, they get fired.
100 grand? I was like, oh, he only got fined 100 grand, man. What? $100,000?
My thing about the fines is nobody knows.
And whoever said he only got fired 100 grand, to even bring that up, that's just like, come on, Draymond, bro. Comments like that, just, bro, you don't even take heed to stuff like that. Of course we know 100,000 is a lot.
Where that money goes.
They say it goes to charity, it go to this.
I never seen it.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you something that happened to me before. I'll never forget. So, obviously we're fine. We have a Players Association. I love a lot of people at the Players Association, but this rubbed me the wrong way that day. And ever since then, I took a step back from the Players Association. We're in Boston, and it's closer to New York. They come meet with our team in Boston. And the lady that's over the PA Foundation says, "Woo, Draymond, I love you because you always sending us money." Whoa, you're supposed to be fighting for my money back. You sitting here telling me you love me because I get fined and I always send y'all money. I'm supposed to be confident and you fight for my money back. I've been done ever since. And so
that took an interesting turn there. It seems like the people who run that Players Association, one who gets incentivized, I guess. But let's see if he speaks more on the financial literacy aspect of it.
You look at like any other charitable donation. You know, it went here, it went there. We never know where this money goes.
Never.
I don't understand. Fines to me don't make sense. When you talk about as hard as we work to accumulate wealth, coming from situations that most people never make it out, and then you get fined the way we get fined, it's actually not set up for us to be wealthy after you're done playing. This job is not set up the way we're taxed.
Oh, California?
The way we're taxed, the way we're fined, things this job ain't never been set up for us to be wealthy after we're done playing. And you hear about
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a victim mentality, bro. Such a victim, bro. You just the problem is y'all want to set up these extravagant lifestyles because there's no way. And then there's ways to not give all your taxes. Why not start investing in real estate? Putting things that will reduce those taxes. There's ways around it. You just sound like a crybaby. Oh, it's never been said. Well, how about you educate yourself on the tax code and see how you can get a reduction? Invest in something. Put your money into something to where you don't got to get taxed as much. All the big billionaires do it with their companies. And if you know anything about the tax code, you can do it.
All these programs like this program, that is to cover everybody. This program is to teach this guy this. But if I do something wrong, I lose $100,000. Man, it took my mom 4 years when I was growing up to make $100,000. And I lose that in the night because what? The fines are,
You act like, but you have a history, brother. You're just talking, my guy. You sound so victim out. You act like you don't be cussing people out, yelling people at these referees' face, doing all types of stuff. You have a pattern, my guy. When you go to jail and you go in with points on your record and you already got felonies and you go in for another robbery when you already had one 3 years ago, you don't get less time, brother. The consequences go up.
The referee got mad at me and he didn't like what I said to him. So I lose $5,000 like that, like on a tech. So I think I don't understand the marker. And back to your Jamal Murray question, I think it was absolutely insane that you get $100,000 fine, no suspension, no nothing, for throwing a heating pack at an official.
Yeah.
Man, I throw a word at an official, they throw me under the jail. You throw a heating pack at an official and you get a fine?
Shaq ain't even really saying anything. Yeah, Draymond, it's like he got short term. He don't have no memory. Like, bro, other people are going to get, if you don't have a pattern of doing something, you're going to get more leniency, my guy. But let's see what the comments were saying on Twitter.
The way we're taxed, the way we're...
I could never guess why a player like Draymond Green would have been fined. All he does is show up and play clean basketball, then posted his history. Don't be a effing idiot on the court, tagged Draymond Green. Was earned almost $230 million in the NBA, not counting endorsements or side projects. His mom isn't the one getting fined. Laughing face clown emoji. Let's go to the ones that got a lot of likes. These NBA dudes really need to stop talking about their finances. They come across dumb and tone deaf. Let's go to the most liked. This job ain't never been set up for us to be wealthy after we're done playing equals delusional. Him complaining about a $50,000 fine is like when the average working citizen gets a $50 parking ticket. Brother, the bleep you did to get those fines in the real world, you'd be fired and in prison. Getting fined for verbal and physical abuse in the workplace is completely optional, by the way. Excuse me. Raymond, I don't know why they spelled the name wrong. Raymond Green earned $25.5 million in one season. $100,000 fine is 0.39% of his entire paycheck. That's the equivalent of $234 for a person making $60,000 a year. And if they didn't find these players, they would behave and act out of control and damage the brand. Slippery slope. 98% of players never get fined or suspended. Here we have a notorious repeat offender crying about punishment. Same thing I said. 99% of NBA players never get fined. Well, there you have it, man. You in a class of your own, literally. Who else is in the NBA for the last 10 years can say they got a jacket like Draymond Green, bro? So you shouldn't really be the spokesperson for like complaining about fines. But when we get this type of money, if and when, we got to know what we're doing with it, man. So tune in back for more, man. We'll go over a lot more stuff like this, man.